Oh, my name is Enzo Torcoletti, and I've been sculpting seriously since 1967 or so. Well, it depends. I choose stone usually, but then sometimes the stone chooses me because I find stuff in there that I didn't know was there, so I kind of work with the stone, and I think of it like the stone is really controlling me rather than the other way around. Although I can carve it, but I try not to go against its nature. I used to have problem stopping. I used to go like too far, I used to carve, and then it becomes too finished, and then it's not that interesting to me anymore. So now I am very careful that I don't go too far. But I may have gone too far this time, so I'm learning from it. Maybe when I get to be a kid again, I'll start over again. Well, I try to find marble that is pretty uniform, because if it's got veins, and then you have to work the veins out, of course, unless you're doing something that the veins are not a consequence. But usually a uniformity is good, because then you can carve without having any kind of discussion or argument with the stone. Well, yeah. Well, I usually do a similar kind of stuff, but when I come here, the stone is irregular, so it affects what I do by the shape of the stone that I find, and it's kind of interesting that way. So it's a spontaneous thing. So you just feel like, oh, let's see what happens. Surprise. I think it's important because, you know, the people that come here, not only the people that come here and carve, but also the people that come and visit, you know, they see this activity and they may get encouraged to either try it themselves in the future or have their children try it out. And so that, I think it's important. Different kind of questions, you know, like sometimes people ask me, you know, well, what's it going to be at the beginning, you know, because they can't tell anything that's happening. And then afterwards they ask me, you know, in my case they ask me, where are you from? You know, they hear this accent, and I have to tell them I'm from Italy originally, but I live in St. Augustine, Florida, but I don't have a southern accent, so they're confused. And then I tell them that they have an accent too. So I'm from the world, you know. And that's the main questions. Sometimes they ask about the piece itself, you know, what's it for? And usually it's not for anything, it's just for doing it, because it's not a commission most of the time at the festival anyway. Yes, sometimes they look at the piece and say, hey, you know, like I see something there, and I say, oh, that's a nice thing, nice suggestion, you know, maybe I can try that, you know, because I'm pretty open. I don't mind trying out something suggests to me. I'm not usually not that rigid about what I do, you know. I guess, like life, you know, it has taught me to be open, kind of open to suggestion, open to questions, and just learning stuff from other people, which is what I'm here for, you know. I'm still young, I'm only 83 years old, so I have a lot of things to learn yet.